The coach here, welcoming you to another installment of Madden Ultimate Team. There's been a lot of talk leading up to this matchup, and it's finally here. But can it live up to all the hype?
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. First play, first throw coming for Vic. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Vic with the incompletion there on 3rd down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his back.
Touchdown! Devontae Smith on the receiving end from Jalen Hurts. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. He'll going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Now here's Vic. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still...
Vic loses the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the defense. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else.
And this is caught inside the 5. And touchdown! LaShawn McCoy, 41 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's Michael Vick. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's going the other way. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side,
and it's caught. Touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Tucker now to add the point after. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Justin Tucker set to kick off. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And Hill will opt for the touchback. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. And Vick's throw there incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. That quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that third down snap.
Fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Now Brown. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been...
And it's caught. Touchdown. Devontae Smith. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it is 28-0. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On second down, Vick again. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
And that is incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
With it is Brown. Spinning away. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And they will take over first and 10.
60 Bison.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's caught. Touchdown. Calvin Johnson, 43 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. So this now 34-0 with the extra point pending. And Charles, I thought these guys might have the advantage coming in, but I didn't expect this.
Well, I'm glad we're going with full transparency here because I didn't either. I thought we might be looking at a 24-20 type game, maybe 13-10 at the half. But this has been total, utter domination.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packers ready to take over offensively. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt, Charles, with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive? Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Vic to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's taken on the 25. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. On 1st down, Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on go.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. Mike Ditka, 61 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Green Bay offense ready to take over.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And that now 2 interceptions thrown in this second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves, that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception, tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable, or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Touchdown!
Devontae Smith
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And this offense continues to pour it on. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Packers with a football here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, Vic. Oh, and now Vic throwing another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Devontae Smith
on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. Tucker with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Packer offense heading back for one final first half drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. The tackle by Troy Polamalu. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go.
Well, getting through the break at record pace and right back to football. Third quarter, here we go.
So the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the third quarter of action.
Taken at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. This offense ready for their upcoming series as we get a look at the former Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith.
What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this
touchdown was Sean McCoy. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And this offense is running away with this one.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let's go.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. Ball has it knocked loose. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe...
Vic loses the football. It's out. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown.
That's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And Hill will opt for the touchback.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Throwing again, Vic on 2nd and 10. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers, both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other. All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Taking it about the 36. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this will be a touchdown. He returns the punt 64 yards on the score as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff.
Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get Vic in trouble, and down he goes. Kaiser White, the former safety, gets the sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense, they've got it set up on the silver platter. First and goal inside the 10. Now McCoy. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. LaShawn McCoy taking it in from 7 yards away. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Pulls it in at the 13. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
The throw on second down from Vic, incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
But he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. And this results in 6. Touchdown. He goes 52 yards on the punt return as his guys continue to pour it on. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Well, it's no secret. That's why they have him return punts. He has the capability to take them back, and he did so there. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, That is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
On third down, Vick. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. McCoy, the lone man in the backfield on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it again. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear it.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Packers offense set to go. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Vick, and his throw here's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Packers on third down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, Vick. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fielded at about the 28. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he's got room. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Tucker now to add the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On now is the Packers punter, as he's on here to punt it away.
And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. This offense ready for their upcoming series as we get a look at the former Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun, because let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
68 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
CD, it'll go into the books as just one win, but this is a really impressive win. They've done it on defense, and here they continue to do it on offense. Another score in the fourth quarter to widen that advantage.
I like where you were going with that one. Would you say, partner, it was really 3 victories today? Landslide on the scoreboard, emphatic victory on either side of the ball. They really got it done.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Another drive coming up for this Packers offense. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Another try after the first down sack.
Vic. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and 3rd and 8 now. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be...